TOPS facilitation is a method and a tool on how to have energized, engaged, productive, and inclusive conversations in the city. And there's 3 primary methods that we utilize. One is called the focus conversation, and that's exactly what it sounds, is how to have a productive meeting that's focused and meets your outcomes. The second method is a consensus workshop, and what we utilize there is we get a bunch of people in the room, and it's how you get everyone's voices, the introverts, the extroverts, and you're able to come up with solutions through brainstorming and series of processes and steps that really captures the patterns and thoughts that everybody has. And then the very last method is called action planning, and this is a great method to plan a project, to plan an event, or to improve an existing process.
The City of Bloomington is using facilitation because we believe it leads to better outcomes. The art of participation in the facilitated process draws out all perspectives in the room, and it encourages everybody to be part of the solution.
I think it's one of the best things that the city has done in the last several years because it really puts the onus of making a decision on the people who can really help make a good decision. What's great about facilitated meetings is that we're relying on the wisdom of a group, so we're having 10 brains or 20 brains discuss a question or try to come up with a solution rather than having 1 or 2 brains doing it.
The one thing I love about this method is that there are ways to ensure that everybody's voice is heard. Some people are more quiet, more reflective, they take their time to actually generate the idea, but because it's structured in such a way that you're encouraging people to speak up and everyone to answer an initial first question, it just gets people comfortable talking and being involved.
As a facilitator, it's amazing that from the start of a meeting until the end of the meeting, just the energy in the room, the level just increases dramatically.
I think it helps departments and deal with issues before they come big and blow up into problems. Maybe we can solve them at a lower level.
I've just seen the conversations be richer, be deeper, you get more insight into what's going on.
For me personally, working as a facilitator has a lot of benefits. I get to meet people that I might not have met and influence how things turn out in a positive way.
It's had a great impact on me professionally. I think it's helped with my skills in meetings, making them more productive and having, definite action items or consensus when leaving meetings.
You work outside your comfort zone. You grow, trying something different. Getting up in front of a group is not in my comfort zone.
Before continuing my education and going through the HPO training and the top facilitation training, I was one that did not want to get up in front of a group and talk. And now to this date, I've got about 20 facilitations under my belt, and I'm just looking for more and always looking for a continuous improvement.
It causes me to think differently. It causes me to consider perspectives that I hadn't before.
A lot of them have protocols at the beginning, and those protocols include sort of respect everyone, no idea is a bad idea, leave your titles at the door. And interestingly, I found that those protocols for me sort of carry with me outside of the facilitation. So I use them now professionally at work and just in my personal life. I usually assume a good intent, and it's kind of funny that these sort of trigger in my head when I'm working outside of the city or within the city.
I've met some of my coworkers that I never would have talked to on a normal day. I've also learned about other areas of the city. I facilitated once at Creekside. I had no idea what all went on over there. But a couple days later, I brought them a big bag of yarn because I found out that they accept donations.
Top facilitation skills has been one of the most valuable trainings that I've ever had. I'm an attorney by background, and we're always constantly advocating, and we kind of think we know everything. And what this facilitation skill has really taught me to do is to be neutral, to step back, to actively listen, and to be a convener and facilitator of the conversation, as opposed to taking one position or the other.
The employees are responding positively, I think, for those who are being trained as facilitators because they're getting the opportunity to develop new skills and to use new skills. And for those who are participating in our facilitations, it's an opportunity for them to have a voice in what's going on in our organization. I think that everybody in the organization recognizes when we include more people in the process, we're going to get better outcomes and everybody, I think, understands they have a piece of our success, right? And people want to be part of the solution. People want to be part of what's going on. And so these facilitated conversations allow us to engage our employees at all levels in the organization and make sure that we're including people.